WrestleMania 41 is finally here. It's all going down this Saturday and Sunday. So let's run through my official predictions for the winners, for the losers, and the chaos that's about to unfold at the biggest show of the year. Let's start with Gunther versus main event Jey Uso. Now, we all know this feud started off slow, but it exploded once Jimmy got involved, and then he was bleeding all over the screen. That was a powerful segment. And now, because of that and everything that transpired afterwards, it is one of the hottest stories heading into WrestleMania. I only see two possible endings here. The first one is that either Gunther crushes Jey in 5 minutes flat, or Jey Uso finally captures the gold and blows the roof off the stadium to start off the show. My prediction is that there's a 95% chance that Jey wins, and then there's maybe slightly a 5% chance that Gunther buries him in 5 minutes. But I'm sorry, Ring General, I think your reign is over, and Mr. Yeetman is walking away with the World Championship. And main event Jey Uso finally becomes main event Jey Uso, even though he starts off the show. Saturday night's main event will feature Roman Reigns, Seth Rollins, and CM Punk in a triple threat match with Paul Heyman right in the middle of all of it. This should have been the feud for the world title. I've said that countless times, but instead we got a weird love triangle storyline with Paul Heyman, and like I said, Seth Rollins was just on the side. But shout out to WWE's editing team, because they made this feud look way better in the promo than it actually was in real time. But anyways, there's been talk that Heyman might betray Roman and then align with CM Punk, but I'm calling a swerve. I think that Paul Heyman is gonna turn on both men, and then he will side with Seth freaking Rollins. That's right, Seth will sell his soul again and then become the next Paul Heyman guy. And there's more with Seth Rollins that we'll talk about later in this video. Next up is War Raiders versus the New Day for the Tag Team Championships, and I'm not gonna lie, this one has not grabbed my attention at all. I'm sure the match will be kind of good, but there's zero hype, and because of that, there's not much to talk about with this match. I think the New Day wins, and that's about it. They win the title. Maybe Big E comes out and tries to screw them over. I don't know, but there's really not too much that can happen with this match. Next up, we have Rey Mysterio taking on El Grande Americano, and I got a hot take for you guys. I think this might steal the show. Rey and Americano are going to deliver a wrestling clinic. I hope there's no overbooking. I hope there's no shenanigans. Just let these two guys get in that ring and cook. And my prediction is that Rey Mysterio is going to win this match because he's Rey and no one likes to see him lose. Then he's going to unmask Americano, and boom, we're all going to be shocked to find out that it's actually Chad Gable. It is going to be one of the weekend's best moments. I'm telling you guys, do not sleep on Rey Mysterio versus El Grande. It will be a great match. Next up, we have Jade Cargill versus Naomi in a singles match because the two got beef. After weeks of mystery, we found out that Naomi was the one who actually attacked Jade and then took her spot to become a tag team champion. That is just messed up. And now, because of that, these two ladies are going to face off in a match that finally gives both women a spotlight, and this is Jade's match to win. She's got to win. WWE clearly sees her as a future megastar, and because of that, she needs the victory to keep that momentum rolling, and unfortunately for Naomi, she's gonna lose. I think there's a good chance that this match can cook, and it will deliver. After that, we have LA Knight defending his United States Championship against Jacob Fatu. As much as I hate to say it because I'm a big LA Knight fan, I think his second US title reign might be ending. The WWE is all in on Jacob Fatu, and it feels like this is the start of something big for him. It sucks that LA Knight hasn't had a meaningful title reign, but I still believe he's world championship material, maybe in 2025 or 2026. I really hope so. Anyways, my prediction is that Jacob Fatu will win, and then Knight will get a bigger story down the road, or at least I hope he does. I think he should win Money in the Bank, to be honest with you guys. I have no problem with that happening. It should have happened 2 years ago, but Triple H messed up big time. Then we have Charlotte Flair versus Tiffany Stratton for the Women's Championship. This is the most personal match on the card. It legit feels like Charlotte and Tiffy hate each other, and the WWE, they should lean into that. This should not be a 5-star classic match, just a bunch of flips here and there. No, it should feel like a shoot fight. Make the audience question, is what I'm watching real? Do these ladies actually hate each other? Are they going off script? That is what they should do. Therefore, my prediction is that Charlotte is going to go off script, and then cheat to win and capture the championship. And then this will set up a rematch storyline where Tiffany comes back, gets stronger, then gets her revenge and her moment to become the champion once again. That is what WWE is most likely going to do. I really think so. AJ Styles is going to take on the Maverick Logan Paul. Some fans were upset with the fact that AJ Styles is facing Logan Paul, but honestly, I'm not. I think it's a great call because if you look at Logan Paul, he's a rare crossover star who brings in a ton of eyeballs and he delivers in that ring every single time. He's like a Shane McMahon 2.0, but instead of being the son of Vince McMahon, he's just wildly famous and he might be even more athletic than Shane McMahon. So I think because of that, as well as AJ Styles still being in the prime of his career, somehow this match could also be a sleeper hit. My prediction is that Logan Paul is going to win. I think he needs a W to stay credible. He's been losing a lot, and I think he's earned it, and I think AJ Styles is going to be more than willing to take this L. Then we have Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez defending the women's tag titles against Bayley and Lyra. I'll be real, I don't care too much about this one as well, but I will give Liv Morgan her flowers. I think she improved a lot over the past year, and she's been putting on some great matches on Raw and Netflix, and because of that, I think that Liv and Raquel are going to retain and continue their dominance as the women tag team champions. Then we got Braun Breaker versus Dominic Mysterio versus Penta versus Finn Balor for the IC title in a fatal 4-way match. This match feels like chaos in the best way. I thought they would have added a few more guys to make it a ladder match, but I'm kind of happy with the way it went down. I like this lineup. My prediction is that Braun Breaker is going to spear Finn Balor. That is when Dominic Mysterio throws Braun out of the ring and then he steals the win. Then on the next night on Raw, Finn Balor will be so pissed off that he's going to turn on Dom, and Dom will get kicked out of the Judgment Day, and we finally get babyface Dominic. This could be his breakout moment, and I think that is how it's playing out. And now we have the main event of the second night. We have Cody Rhodes defending the WWE Championship against heel John Cena. You already know my thoughts on this one. I made a whole video about it, but just to summarize, I think there's a twist coming. Randy Orton or Seth Rollins might be the one to turn on Cody, but either way, this is how I think it's going to play out. Let's roll the clip from my previous video, and just remember, it's going to be Randy or Seth in this position. And this is how I see it going down. WrestleMania 41 is the main event. You have John Cena versus Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship. The match is reaching its climax when, boom, the referee gets knocked out. You always got to have one of those moments. Chaos ensues, and that is when The Rock storms down to the ring, ready to tip the scales in Cena's favor. But before he can strike, that's when Randy Orton rushes in, seemingly coming to Cody's aid. The crowd erupts as Orton takes the fight to The Rock, trying to even the odds. For a moment, it does look like Cody has the backup, but then Cena and The Rock overpower Orton, beating him down as well. The numbers game is just too much. Just when it seems hopeless, that is when we hear the glass shattering and Stone Cold Steve Austin marches down to the ring. The energy in the arena is hitting a fever pitch. Inside the squared circle, you've got the 4 biggest icons in WWE history. You have Austin, Rock, Cena, and Cody all staring down at each other. The tension is electric, and then boom, Austin hits a stunner on The Rock. The crowd explodes, but before Austin can celebrate, then that's when we see a low blow from John Cena. The cheers quickly turn to boos as the Texas Rattlesnake drops to his knees in pain. And Cody takes advantage. He grabs Cena, and we see a crossroads. The championship is within reach. He scrambles for the cover, but before he can even think about pinning John Cena, That is when we see an RKO out of nowhere. The crowd is stunned. Cody lays motionless on the mat as Orton stands over him, his expression cold and calculated. Gas fill up the arena as fans come to grips with the ultimate betrayal. Cena crawls over, drapes an arm over Cody's lifeless body. 1, 2, 3. John Cena wins. WrestleMania 41 fades to black with John Cena, Randy Orton, and The Rock standing tall over a fallen Cody Rhodes and a stunned Stone Cold Steve Austin. The new NWO has been born. Anyways, that is it for the video, guys. Here are some other videos I think you might enjoy. Leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.